The countdown to The Chosen Season 6 has officially begun, and this time it feels deeper than ever before. There's a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation, because we are finally approaching the most emotional and painful chapter of Jesus' journey. Fans have waited years to see this part of the story unfold, and now it's almost here. According to Dallas Jenkins, the first 6 episodes of Season 6 are expected to release in fall 2026, while the final episode will arrive in spring 2027 as a theatrical release worldwide. That alone shows how important and powerful this season is going to be, as the creators want audiences to experience the climax on a much bigger scale. Season 6 will pick up directly from where the previous season ended, immediately placing us in the intense moment of Jesus' arrest. He is brought before Annas and questioned about his teachings and his followers. Despite the pressure and accusations, Jesus remains calm and composed, responding with quiet authority that everything he has taught was done openly. This moment will once again highlight the incredible performance of Jonathan Rumi, whose portrayal of Jesus has been one of the strongest elements of the series. His ability to show strength through silence and dignity through suffering is something that will be even more powerful in this season. As tensions rise, the situation quickly turns violent. A guard strikes Jesus, and it becomes one of those heartbreaking scenes that will be difficult for viewers to watch. The disciples, filled with anger and confusion, struggle to accept what is happening, yet Jesus chooses not to resist. From there, he is taken before Caiaphas and the Sanhedrin, where false witnesses are brought forward in an attempt to justify a punishment. However, their testimonies do not match, creating chaos in the court. Finally, Caiaphas directly asks Jesus if he is the Messiah, and Jesus confirms it with calm certainty. That single response changes everything, leading to accusations of blasphemy and setting his path to crucifixion in motion. Among all the characters, Judas is perhaps the most emotionally shaken by these events. Realizing that his betrayal has gone far beyond what he intended, he is overwhelmed with guilt and throws the 30 pieces of silver back into the temple. It is a tragic turning point that shows the weight of his decision. Meanwhile, Jesus is taken to Pontius Pilate, who immediately senses that something is not right. Pilate questions him, trying to understand who he truly is, and although he finds no real fault in him, he feels trapped by the political pressure surrounding the situation. Hoping to avoid responsibility, Pilate sends Jesus to Herod Antipas, who treats the moment with mockery rather than seriousness. When Jesus refuses to perform a miracle, Herod humiliates him and sends him back. The final judgment before Pilate becomes one of the most intense moments of the season. Pilate attempts to save Jesus by offering the crowd a choice between him and a criminal named Barabbas. However, when the crowd demands Barabbas' release, it becomes clear that there is no way to stop what is about to happen. Pilate symbolically washes his hands, declaring himself innocent, yet still orders Jesus to be scourged and crucified. This decision leads directly into the most emotional and powerful part of the season, the journey to Golgotha. In the final episode, which will be shown in theaters, we will witness Jesus carrying his cross while enduring exhaustion, pain, and humiliation from the crowd. When he can no longer carry it alone, Simon of Cyrene is forced to help him. At the crucifixion site, every detail becomes deeply moving, from the offer of wine mixed with myrrh, which Jesus refuses, to the moment he is nailed to the cross. Above him, the sign declaring him the King of the Jews stands as both mockery and truth. 2 criminals are crucified beside him, one mocking and the other believing, and Jesus responds with compassion even in his final moments. At the same time, the emotional impact on his followers will be devastating to watch, especially the scenes involving Mary as she witnesses her son's suffering. As the sky turns dark for hours and the earth begins to shake, the weight of the moment becomes undeniable. When Jesus speaks his final words and gives up his spirit, it marks the most powerful and heartbreaking point of the entire series so far. Even the Roman soldiers begin to realize that they have witnessed something extraordinary. Season 6 will not be the end of the story, however. The journey continues into Season 7, where the resurrection will take center stage. With production already being discussed, it is clear that the creators are building toward an even greater conclusion. But before that hope arrives, viewers must first experience the emotional depth and intensity of Season 6. This is not just another season. It is the turning point of the entire story, and it is going to leave a lasting impact on everyone who watches it.